Hello viewers, welcome to Tradabulls. So today Nifty created new all-time high as well as created one of the best closings. So 25,600 above it was touched and closing was 25,400 above. So as per last 3 days analysis, we clearly mentioned that 25,600 would be the strong resistance for this week. So based on weekly and monthly data. So morning when it was opened above yesterday's high, that is 25,480 mark. So all the way it went till 25,612. So more than 100 points, and from there it took huge profit booking. So from 25,600 mark to almost all 25,400 below. So more than 200 points range created, and within first before 12:30 it was almost all touched high and bottom. So 25,600 from two important data points from the weekly, and 25,613 is monthly data point from our Tradabulls side. So from the traders view, so we have all important points 25,608 and 25,601. So the green color, it is indicating as resistance for that particular time frame, and here also 25,650 is indicating monthly resistance point in between 25,705 to 25,650 level. So already we clearly mentioned that there are huge resistance point in between 25,600 to 25,700. So if Nifty clears 25,700, then only we may expect 26,000 level. So clearly today it was taken huge profit booking from 25,600 to 25,400 levels. So as per Fibonacci retracement and extension levels, so even in yesterday's analysis and day before yesterday's analysis, we clearly mentioned that two confluence points are there at 123.6% of last week's range as well as last month's range. So 25,594 and 25,593. So these two are important numbers, and these two are very much important, and this is another big resistance as per weekly, monthly data. So let us see the graphical view. So from all major data points, so weekly was indicated 2 thick lines as well as monthly was indicated 1 thick line. So that is 25,650 mark. So but today it took resistance from 25,600 level, and as per FRE, Fibonacci retracement and extension, so morning it was taken huge resistance at weekly and monthly 123.6% of last week's range as well as last month's range. So from here to here it's 123.6% of last month's range and 100% of this is last week's range and 100% of last week's range. So entire day, most of the time it was traded in between weekly 123.6% to 100%. So from here to here, most of the time it was in consolidation zone, and as per monthly's data also it was came till 25,400 level. So as per intraday's data, so market took exactly 161.8% of yesterday's range. So yesterday's range almost all 25,481 to somewhere 25,390 level. So today's move from 100% to 161.8% of yesterday's range. So the first candle, the first 2 15 minutes candles moved like this, 100% to 100% means yesterday's high, 100% to 161% of yesterday's range. So clearly Nifty is indicating positive momentum. So 25,400 and 25,300 are very good supports. So this entire week it didn't touch that level, somewhere 25,300. I think yesterday it was touched, but it was closed above 25,350 mark. So from Thursday till this Thursday, Nifty was closed very strongly above 25,350 mark. So out of 5 days, so out of 6 days, including today, out of 6 days, 2 days it was closed above 25,400 level, and 4 days it was closed above 25,350 mark. So now it seems 25,300 was the major support for Nifty for this month. So if 25,600 and 25,700 clears, then very speedily it may go till 26,000 mark. So coming to Bank Nifty, so Bank Nifty almost all it touched all-time high, that was 53,350 mark. So as per major data points, 53,265 and 53,250 are the resistance points from weekly and monthly data. So entire day it was traded in between 178.6% and 150% of last week's range, and monthly's range 161.8% to 150% most of the time. So as per closing, it was closed above 161.8% of last week's range and 150% of last month's range. So still Nifty, Bank Nifty, we may expect further up move. As per Fibonacci retracement, as per major data points, so exactly it took resistance at 53.353 mark. So that is weekly's one of the important data point, and here also 53,287. So exactly the all-time high was 53,358, and today's high was 53,353, just 5 points away to all-time high, and most probably tomorrow or next week it may cross that all-time high, and it may go till 55,000 mark. So for Bank Nifty, we may expect 55,000 mark either this month or in next month. So coming to Fin Nifty created new all-time high. So that is 24,585 mark. So every day Fin Nifty is creating new all-time highs. So 24,585 was today's all-time high. So as per major data points, so 24,572 was one major hurdle, and 24,500 also another hurdle. So today, as per weekly data and monthly data, it was in between 24,580 to 24,300 mark. So close to 24,300 and almost all 24,584 mark. So as per Fibonacci retracement and extension, so it was closed above 161.8% of last week's range and above 150% of last month's range. So today exactly the profit booking has happened somewhere 161.8% of last month's range. So coming to IT yesterday we have seen more than 3% fall. So today almost all it's flat. So there was big gap up, about 1.5% up, and exactly 61.8% of yesterday's range. From there it took profit booking again, and which is equal to almost all 61.8% of last week's range also. Yesterday's range as well as last week's range. So both daily and weekly data took resistance at 42,900 mark, and from there it was came till last week's low. So last week's low is 0%, somewhere 41,800 mark, and it was closed above 78.6% of last month's range. So comparatively weekly, so still IT is in upward momentum on monthly's data. So we may expect till 43,000 mark once again, maybe in next week, because today the last 1 hour candle and 2 hour candle is clearly indicating that. So IT may be temporarily bottom out. So here 41,800 would be the strong support for IT. So coming to index movers, so as per weekly's data, so 20 out of 50 are positive and 30 out of 50 are negative. So major draggers, TCS, Infosys, HCL Tech, ITC, Tata Motors. So majorly from IT pack, it was came down about 200 points negative contribution and about 290 points positive contribution, majorly from banks, HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Kotak Bank, Axis Bank. So as per banks weekly data, the sentiment is almost all 8 out of 12 positive. So 1165 points contribution positive side, and net to net almost all 1100 points positive contribution. Again 2.1% up from last 4 days. So last week it was up by around 2.7%. So last 5 days, last week 5 days, and this week till now, so this last Friday to till date, it was net to net 2% up. So major contributors, ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank, Kotak, Axis, AU Bank, IndusInd Bank. So SBI, PNB, Bank of Baroda. So public sector is showcasing somewhat weakness, but private sectors are doing very well. So that's why today it's almost all reached all-time high level. So maybe next week or in October month, we may expect 55,000 mark for Bank Nifty. And as per NSE++, so all major indices still indicating strong buy, and buy for Nifty and strong buy for Bank Nifty. So IT is indicating somewhat sell note because of yesterday's big fall. So still monthly is indicating neutral zone. So we need to wait at least tomorrow's evening. So tomorrow's weekly candle is most important for IT. So at least if it closes at this level, then no worries about IT. So IT also will clearly take U-turn from this level. And Fin Nifty, it is showcasing strong buy because of banks and IT, banks and Nifty. So mid cap, it is showcasing sell note, and Reliance is in hold. So mid caps are not doing well comparatively Nifty. So we need to see the closing of this week and this month too. So still monthly it is indicating somewhat neutral zone. So NSE plus, so all major got charts for all major indices. So weekly, Nifty, monthly, quarterly, half yearly, yearly, all are clearly in green zone. And banks are also very much showcasing somewhat positivity, clearly green zone. And IT, except weekly, monthly is in hold, and all long-term time frames are showcasing in green zone. And Fin Nifty, clearly it is indicating upward momentum, and mid cap somewhat shorter term time frames are showing yellow and red mark. So we need to take clarity once, hopefully by September end we may get clarity. And Reliance, still it is showcasing somewhat negativity. So as per weekly data, it is in yellow zone. Monthly, quarterly and half yearly are in still red zones. And Nifty plus, so futures majorly Nifty is in strong buy for daily, weekly and monthly, and Bank Nifty is also in strong buy, and Fin Nifty strong buy, mid cap somewhat neutral to negative, and next 50 also neutral to negative. So all three major indices, so Nifty, Bank Nifty and Fin Nifty. So no futures for IT. So that's why all three major indices, Nifty, Bank Nifty and Fin Nifty, are showcasing somewhat up move. So you see mid cap also. So mid cap select has 25 counters. So today it is showcasing 14 out of 25 positive, 11 out of 25 negative. So let us see what happened from last 4 days. So 4 days it is indicating just 6 out of 25 positive and 19 out of 25 are negative. So almost all Idea, Lupin, Emphasis, Conquer, all these are all dragon. So majorly from Idea, I think out of 312 points, Idea contributed negative side 100 points. That is the major problem for mid cap. So we need to see this week's closing. So here entire except AU Bank, all are showcasing in red mark, major red mark. So because of idea, it is clearly indicating somewhat negativity. So yeah, that's all about today's analysis. So Nifty broadly, it may retest once again 25,600 mark. So either tomorrow or Monday. So only thing 25,600 to 25,700, there are 4 major resistance points. So once it clears 25,700, so we may expect till 26,000 mark, hopefully in next week. So that's all about today's analysis. We will meet on next analysis. Thank you so much.